Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. What a good underrated film. This film reminded me a lot like In the Violent Nature, because it's a and Scream, obviously, because all three of those films deconstructed horror films. But In the Violent Nature was, I'm sorry to all the In the Violent Nature fans, boring, and while Scream was, sorry for all the Scream fans, I didn't like Scream the most, I'm sorry, I gave it 3.5, had stupid characters, very stupid, which, I know it was part of the meta humor, but yeah, this isn't a Scream episode. Behind the Mask is a perfect deconstruction from the film. So let's start from the very start. The title. If I were to make a mockumentary about a serial killer who has a mask, who was going to kill for the first time, Behind the Mask, the rise of that person's name. Perfect name. That is such a perfect movie name. And that might be probably my favorite movie name of all time, in the likes of Humanist Vampire Seeking Insane Suicidal Person. Just such a good movie name. There's not enough movie names not enough great movie names we get nowadays. So you just appreciate them when we can get them. Okay? Next thing, the style everything except the last 20 minutes, the style was fucking amazing. The mockumentary aspect, and it had all the horror notes. I'm gonna do this and this, and it's so fucking cool, this movie. In the Violent Nature showed from a killer's perspective, from one perspective, but this is a completely different perspective, you know? Oh my god, I just love this film with all my heart, even though I gave it 4 out of 5. It was so smart. Yeah, that's the word. It was so smart and meta. Unlike Scream, which was stupid, being meta. No, everything the characters did, everything Leslie Vernon did made sense. Why was he practicing cardio? Oh, because I need to walk up, then when they aren't looking, then I need to run for my life. And, I don't kill in the closet. And, it was so smart. That is fucking genius. Leslie Vernon's character, and how he pulls off, that little door closing trick. I would have never thought of that. That's genius, I have to say. Such a smart film. I love that. The score is... I forgot to talk about the score in Rec, but for the mockumentary part, it has a very similar score, which I love, that being a lack of a score. Because, it's like a found footage film, and it doesn't make sense for there to be a score, unless it's playing... It was either diegetically or non-diegetically. I always forget which one. But yeah, it made sense. The style was great, the character of Leslie was great, the cameraman was great. The comedy, I didn't laugh all the times when there was meant to be comedy, but it was funny enough that I could count it as good comedy of that a film has. I enjoyed it. And the serial killer friends, I enjoyed that aspect as well. And now here's a character that I didn't like, that Dead Meat James made me think about when he just killed Ken, because I didn't think of this. No, I didn't notice this, but James said Taylor's character was always just oh no, I can't go through with this anymore, then continues to go through with it, which yeah, that makes sense. The first time, it doesn't make sense why only she knows about it the entire time. Then only at the end, she's wah, wah. We got to save these people. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. And, she should have known, before. Before she started doing the documentary, there's going to be morally grey areas. But she didn't consider that before, which is annoying. But other than that, her character was great. She just seemed like herself. Did she have a character arc? I'm not sure. This film I don't think it's that type of film with character arc and shit. It's just the type of film where it's a deconstruction, which is 100% valid. Not all films should be like, and this is how this character progresses throughout the film. Like, those films have their place, 100%. That's good cinema. But there should be trash cinema as well. It doesn't always need to be like that. That's such a beautiful shot of the city from this area. So, yeah. Then, now let's talk about the final 20 minutes or so. Or let's go from the final 40 minutes, because James said that, like, oh god, I'm saying James like I know him IRL. No. James H. said that, like, he didn't like how the movie had, like, little, like, how it would go when Leslie was walking to them throughout the killing grounds. And, yeah, I like that. I thought it was cool to have a nice visualization. If it wasn't there, I wouldn't be needing it. But since it was there, I didn't feel like, oh, this ruins it or affects it anywhere. But what did annoy me was after the found footage aspect ended and it started to be a slasher film, one, I don't like nudity in my films. I know, lots of people do, and it's a horror trope, but, like, it was very preventable in this case. It didn't need to be nudity, but what are you gonna do? It's not the most there, so I'm happy with that, at least. Next, it took the characters way too long to realize that Taylor was meant to be the survival girl. Final girl, not whatever Leslie called that. Because, like, I noticed that as soon as we saw, what's her name? Kelly, having sex. As soon as we noticed that, I was like, oh, right, then that means Taylor must be the final girl. Yeah, I figured that out very quickly. But the movie took, like, 20 minutes to figure that out. Am I just smart, or did no one else get that? I need to know. But next, the actual slasher element of the film it was a very average slasher. Like, it felt a lot like Friday the 13th, the original. Like, okay, I get it. There's slashing. Cool. The characters develop. Oh, no, they don't develop. No, I guess Taylor does develop as a character. That's like when her character arc does happen, I guess. Because she obviously survives. But yeah. So, Taylor's arc happens. I love how I just talked about how this doesn't have an arc. Now I'm talking about how it does. I don't know, man. But yeah, so that happens. But other than that, it's not really a special slasher scene. Like, we already saw the beats, and then the characters tried to outmaneuver him, knowing what they already know. But it was part of Leslie's grand scheme. Everything happens how Leslie wants. It was so mediocre, the slasher scene. Like, obviously, it's hard to make anything notable when doing a slasher, because everything's already been done before. So, but, like, Sleepaway Camp has something special. That's the only example I can think of. Lots of films don't. It's fine. It needed to happen for story reasons. It happened. No one's complaining. They're just like, oh, okay, it's very average. And then the movie ends. It's fine. The movie as a whole, great. The main part of the movie was just that first 90 minutes. Do I wish the movie ended after the found footage? Yeah, kinda. I think it would have strengthened the movie, because that's like what the movie... That's like the movie's identity. The deconstruction of horror with, like, that mockumentary style, which I loved every single second of. I thought it was so smart. The script made everything made all the horror inconsistencies feel smart and deliberate. The script knew what it was doing. The moment they lost the found footage, they lost me. It was alright after then. But I am very happy that I watched it. I definitely recommend it to other people. And yeah, 4 out of 5 for the film. Fucking spectacular the first 90 minutes. I don't know how long it was, the first minutes. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this review, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. See you, Cinenerds.